Hey there, I'm Slightly Froggy. Welcome back to my stream. Tonight I'm continuing my playthrough of Horizon Forbidden West. And where we last left things off, a lot happened. Hey there, Qua. Welcome back to the stream. I hope you're doing well tonight. The plot really kicked into high gear in the last stream. We decided to do the Gemini quest and got off to a bit of a rough start, uh, but eased back into combat, and things seemed to be going well until they didn't. We lost the mayor of our base. I was thoroughly heartbroken. And we also lost Beta. I know. Oh. Hey there, MG Tower. Well, hello to you as well. Welcome back to the stream. Yeah, it was. Last stream was a bit of a devastating one. Although we did get introduced to Carrie Ann Moss's character, um, who kind of gave us a bit of an info dump about who she was and how she tied to Elizabeth and why she's tentatively helping us for now. I do not trust her, but she shared a plan with us. But Aloy kind of has a bit of a plan going in on the side with Beta. So I'm curious to see where things go from here, but we will be jumping back into the main plot today because I want to know what happens next. I don't know. Like her, so nobody confirm or deny it if you're familiar with the story, but like her whole outfit, I know like that's how the Zeniths dress, but her outfit is like very snake coated. There was a whole thing about an apple that Aloy was snacking on while they were talking. She claims to have access to the knowledge that they were hoping to share with the rest of the people of this new world, the Apollo system, if I'm remembering correctly. Spoiler. Yeah, like it's like, well, I didn't think they were that bad, but now I've atoned for it off screen, so you can definitely trust me. It's like, girl, I don't trust you. And we're also supposed to be like, in her mind, she wants to like really get to Silence. Like, she's like, oh yeah, like I know what his whole plan is. I know exactly how we can use that to our advantage. And I mean, like, sure, thousands of Tanakh are gonna die. But, like, and it's like, girl, no, don't be like, no, 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 human life though, but sacrifice, sacrifice. And I get it, like, in reality, sometimes making these big moves require sacrifice of some kind. Like, it's unrealistic to think that in a real world scenario, sacrifice is never necessary. You can always find a way around it. But this is an adventure game narrative. We can navigate that. We can circumvent sacrifice at least a bit. But Aloy has a plan that involves us taking flight. So we will see where things go from there tonight. And hopefully, I will not have as hard a time with the combat. Fingers crossed. So we'll see. But I'm looking forward to seeing where the story takes us from here. I know I was really taking my time with the story up until this point, but I am locked in at this point. I want to know what happens next. Finally. But hopefully, you at home are doing well. I'm trying to think what else I got up to since the last stream because we're going to give folks a bit of time before we get started. Gabsby, hello, welcome back to the stream. I hope you're doing well. Ooh, got a chance to finish the last of Rise of the Golden Idols DLC. Been playing more Ghosts of Yotei. Oh, okay. And thoughts on both? Now that you've finished Rise of the Golden Idols DLC and you started Ghosts of Yotei, I've heard good things about Ghosts of Yotei. On my front for video games, I have gotten the two legendaries in Pokemon Z to A. I still need like one more. I need the box legendary, but my team is not quite strong enough yet. So I'm getting there. DLC was good. Usual tough puzzle stuff. Yote is fun too. Nice. I'm glad you're enjoying it. What else did I get up to? Oh, I finally watched Frankenstein over the weekend. I'd been meaning to watch it, but I need to keep being a mindset for movies these days. But I finally sat down and I watched Frankenstein, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. I thought it was a very like It's a very Guillermo del Toro movie. I'll say that. So if you like Guillermo del Toro movies, you're probably gonna like Frankenstein. Yeah. I will say I knew the general idea of like what Frankenstein is about. So like I went into it with admittedly like a fair expectation of what ended up being like the first half of the movie. The second half of the movie definitely broke my heart, I will say. Like it's that Guillermo del Toro thing where he loves to find the humanity in the things that aren't entirely human. And like he just has so much heart for these characters. And the performances were really good. Like I thought everybody did a great job. They knew exactly the marks that they had to hit, like the tone, the like they knew what they needed to bring to the table to make the story work. Hey there, Texas. Welcome back to the stream. I hope you're doing well tonight. We were just talking about our week and our weekend. I finally saw Frankenstein. I'm hoping to still watch The Long Walk. That's one I've been meaning to watch for a while. Oh, you're in the slump. Look at my library for 15 minutes. I don't pick anything. I swear, when I'm not here with you guys, like, that's me in my Steam library. And then also part of me is like, well, I probably shouldn't play this because I'm going to play it here with you guys. So I feel that. I hope you get out of the slump soon, though. Like, something just kind of like grabs you and you can kind of just jump in head first, you know? Anything major planned tonight? We are continuing the story tonight. So, yes. Because I need to know what happened. There was a lot to process last time. The book Frankenstein's pretty sad already. You know what? And I haven't read it. I haven't even read the Junji Ito version of Frankenstein, which I don't know how accurate that is. That is interesting that, like, two of, like, I don't know if Guillermo del Toro, I guess I'd classify him as a horror director. Not in, like, the traditional sense. Like, slasher horror? Drama, maybe. But two figures I look to in the horror realm, Junji Ito and Guillermo del Toro, have both had their own takes on Frankenstein. And I've only just consumed one of them. So now I gotta read it. Intelligence is knowing Frankenstein's the doctor, not the monster. Wisdom is knowing the doctor is the monster. Yes. And you know what? Oscar Isaac was really good as Dr. Frankenstein. Like, it was that careful balance of madness with just enough humanity there to, like, feel remorse at steps along the way. It makes the fall so much more satisfying to watch. She always maintains the real Frankenstein monster was victim himself. Oh, 100%. And I will say, like, spoilers, the movie subscribes to that as well. And honestly, like, and I know I was just harping on about, like, Guillermo del Toro is, like, the guy who's all about humanity for the monsters. But, like, Frankenstein is a quintessential, like, and especially the way he does it, is very much the quintessential, like, Guillermo del Toro's story. But, I'm not gonna lie, though. I did talk to somebody before I watched it, and they're like, I forgot how gruesome Guillermo movies are. And it's like, I forget too. I felt like this one, oddly enough, wasn't as bad. It definitely had its moments where it was just like, because it's like, it's corpses, it's bodies, it's blood and stuff. And it's like, you're expecting it to at least some degree. But it's like, I didn't have one of those, like, look away moments. Like, I usually get one of those per Guillermo movie, and I didn't get it with Frankenstein. I have seen Young Frankenstein. It has been a while, but I have seen Young Frankenstein. I was raised on Mel Brooks movies. Yeah, that was his. Yeah, the new Guillermo del Toro's take on Frankenstein is on Netflix. It came out a couple weeks ago or so. Yeah, like it's fairly recent. But if you're a fan of Guillermo del Toro movies, or if you've had a fondness for the Frankenstein story, I would recommend it. It's 2.5 hours, but like the costume design in the movie, like the set, like it looks great. Visually, it is a feast. But the acting is also quite good. I'm not gonna lie, not that I don't trust Guillermo. I trust that man. But I was a little wary of him choosing Jacob Elordi as the monster. I don't know. Like, physically, it's like, okay, yeah, like, he's a super tall guy. Like, he can handle this. But, like, I haven't seen him in too many things, admittedly. So I was like, I hope it's a good performance. And you know what? I was pleasantly surprised by his performance as the monster. Just not about to renew Netflix for just one movie. That is completely fair. I mean, I am not one to promote piracy. I'm just saying the internet is a bountiful resource. Liked him in Saltburn, so I figured he could do this. That's one I still haven't gotten around to seeing. I did hear like all about it when it came out, just because it was everywhere. And of course, like the music was fairly iconic from that as well. Frankenstein. Frau Bucher. I'm probably mispronouncing that, but I know that's also part of the joke. All right, well, taking a look at the time and knowing that we've got some plot ahead of us, we got a boogie. If they ever come up with a system where you can just rent it for a day or two, might consider it. Yeah, like I'm wondering if it would be. Well, it is a Netflix original, because my first thought was, oh, like maybe another service would have it. Haven't read Wuthering Heights. Oh, is he? Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I know with those services you can rent it. I don't know if you can in this case, just because it is like a Netflix original. But, I mean, you never know. He is kind of one of those actors that's everywhere. I watched the first season of Euphoria, so it's like I had seen him act before. And it was nothing against him, it's just I hadn't really seen the scope of what he could do. Okay. So, go to the peaks above the base. Yeah, I mean, we can always head to the other side. Here. Let's take a shortcut. But yes, for those with Netflix, would recommend Frankenstein.
I'm gonna clean my gear later. I can do yours if you want.
I cleaned it already.
Yeah, of course.
Thank you.
Don't mention it.
He's trying to help. He's just like, hey, I know you're going through it. Yep. Time to learn. Alright.
Okay, I need to find a Sunwing to override. Better head up the mountain.
I think I remember, yeah, we did it this way, I think, last time. Because I have gotten to these Sunwings before. Yes, I saw the screenshots from that. And it was funny, too. I showed it to my boyfriend, and he clocked immediately where he was just like, oh, is that what's-her-face from Severance? That's Impa? It's like, ah. It's just one quick shot, but he caught it. I was tempted to quote the Foo Fighters song. Here we go. Oh, and upsy daisy. And there we go. Here they are. I mean, it was good enough for the Hobbits and Lord of the Rings.
Could hit it with purge water. Good. There are Sunwings up here. I'll have to approach them quietly.
Okay, we're getting there. Oh, did they? They're just like, ah, it looks like not North America. Let's go.
This is it. I'm in the air.
Like, you'd think it would have, like, some level of self-preservation. Whoop. Up, okay. Ooh. Oh, nice! I have seen bits and pieces from it.
Whoa. Head rush. Tilda, I'm in the air.
Then you'll want to pick up an energy cell on one of the ancient Horus Titans. But first you must send out a pulse to activate them. I've sent you the necessary software. To deploy it, you'll have to override one of the communication machines you refer to as Tolnecs. There's one in the middle of the desert that should do nicely.
On it.
I love this.
There's a Tallneck. Need to get on top of
Yes. Alright, hold to ascend. C to descend. Okay. Control.
its head. Now, how to land this thing.
Whoop, here we go. Close enough. For
Amazing.
skywriting in Warcraft.
Just got
That's
over it.
fair. I did a couple barrel rolls. Last one.
Okay, Tilda. I've overridden the Tallneck.
Good. And the energy cells are now primed. Simply pick one up on a Horus. The nearest one should be northwest of your position. Dropping it on Regala's machine should produce quite a spectacle.
Thanks for the assist.
I told you, I want to help.
Set an X to select the flying mount call. R to use the flying mount call. If you have overridden flying mount, using the flying mount call will summon it to your current position. Ooh, okay. There it is. Okay, so I need to... Oh, comes to me. Okay, I can't do anything. Here it is. Oh, I had to call it closer. Whoa! Ooh, okay. It's one of that thing where you walk slowly, run around. Let's get some air. Not that I minded, like, the looking around bit of the Telltale games, but if it's like, this is a story game, it's like, okay, I got it.
Look! She's flying!
There's the energy cell. Right on the Titan's back.
Nope. Okay, we're doing it this way.
Now on to the grove. The pulse from the Tallneck should have reactivated all the energy cells in the region. I should be able to pick up more from any horse I fly to. It'll be useful, even after I do.
See Musing's voice actor avoid being typecast. You know what? He seems to be really thriving in voice acting, and it's kind of a double-edged sword, I feel like, when you've got such a memorable role in your repertoire. And I'm sure Mark Hamill probably felt the same after Star Wars. But, like, Jesse Pinkman was just such an iconic character. And I know he tried, like, a few movies after the fact. I don't know how successful those were, but it wouldn't surprise me if he's like, you know what? I can play a lot of different types of characters this way. Because I'm sure he doesn't want to be Jesse Pinkman forever.
Here we go.
Here we go. Yes.
Morgala's inside. Hikara will soon be dead. It's all over, Chaplain.
Oh, not her, not her.
Drop it now. Here it goes.
Oops.
Is that... It's Aloy!
She flies on the wings of the Ten.
The tide has turned! Push through!
Yeah, like, this is like a very, like, the imagery is very strong for Hikaru's people.
End of the line, Hikaru. Now on your knees, and I'll give you the death you didn't have the spine to give me.
They're down! The machines! All of them! They're down!
What? How's that possible?
Regala! Enough bloodshed! Let's settle this. You and me.
Easy to say when you're atop a machine.
Well, that was just to get your attention. I don't need any help to take you down.
Fine. I accept your challenge. And once I'm done with you, I'll get to finish the slaughter.
We'll see about that.
The duel is set.
Here, apologies, because Gatsby, I did notice that my automod accidentally... Oh, okay. I see what your post was here. Automod caught ya, sorry. But yes, like, I mean, iconic line for Jesse. Yeah, let me see. Oh, it won't let me post it. But I did see it, yeah. Bitch. I'm just worried. Oh, yeah, like, her joints are gonna be wrecked.
Let none interfere.
Oh, I'm gonna have my work cut out for me here.
Change of plans.
It's just beginning!
Whoop. Oh, right. Dang it. Ooh. Ooh. Whoop.
No challenge! I once slew
Oh, crap.
You're not hunting.
Crap. Yeah. Just a little bit. Next level. I gotta say, Regala being able to hold her own like this is impressive. Ah, Jeffrey Wright. I love Jeffrey Wright.
Alright, so that's how it's gonna be.
That is left of your soul. This is all you are.
What?
If you offered your blood, I spit it to the floor. Stand and fight.
Ah, crap. I'm getting hit with everything here. Where is she? Oh, there she is. Whew. I didn't scan her. I should. Whoop. Might be in for it now, though. Oh, she is my lance.
This is where it ends.
Yeah, it is.
What? Whoa! Damn! Come on. Woo!
I will rise above.
Uh-oh. Crap. Whoa! Okay, we're good. Alright, let's go. Uh-oh, shit.
Is your heart beating fast? That's the fear that will consume you.
Woohoo!
Fight! This is no way to fight! You die here and now!
Whoop. Gotcha. Ooh.
Don't give up the pain! Use it!
Still in this fight.
All right. Well, you don't wander off on your own in D&D if you're a ranger. Yeah.
Here I am again, on my knees before bootlets and cowards. Go ahead, Run me through!
Shut your mouth, traitor.
It was you who flew in on the wings of the Ten. You who challenged her. By our rights, you must decide her fate.
Ooh.
I spared her once. It only made things worse. She was the best of my marshals.
I mean, you can say that about a lot of the
What
classes,
a
though,
waste.
when you're just starting out.
She's dangerous, all right.
But we need her.
But maybe that's exactly what I need.
Cowards! What more do you have to conspire about?
Whether you live or die,
Ooh. We're going empathy. This might be the wrong move, and I hope this isn't going to come back to bite me in the ass, but we need her. I feel like.
I'm not here to forgive you for your crimes. But there's another battle ahead. Against an enemy more powerful than anything you can imagine. And I need people. A squad. That's willing to do whatever it takes.
I don't want your mercy.
It's not mercy. The battle I'm talking about will be charging into a nightmare.
A better death than this? Yes.
I mean, at the end of the day, she's a Tenakth.
My blood is yours. Your enemies are mine.
Meet us at our stronghold, in the mountains near Plainsong.
You mean to send her alone?
I mean, that's my question, too.
Without
You're going
even
to
an
send her
armed
there?
guard?
She does not need it.
I will be there. You have my word.
I'll hold you to it.
I mean, she's a strong fighter. You could send a dozen guys with her, and she'd probably be able to get out of there.
Chief, there's something you both
It's a
need
waste
to
of
see.
people.
In the throne room. He surrendered to our guards outside the grove. Claims he has an urgent message for the Outlander who defeated Regala.
So,
For my friend, Silence?
For her alone.
Yeah.
From an interested party.
Womp womp.
I'm gonna need some privacy.
clear the room. Put him with the rest of Regala's soldiers.
I'll see you back at base.
You saved the tribe. Let me help you with your mission.
No. With Regala gone, you have a chance to build the future you dreamed of. So get to your task.
Then at least allow me to give you this. Armor for the battle ahead.
Oh.
May it keep you safe.
Take armor.
Thank you.
I want to see what it looks like. I know I can change the look of it, but the aesthetic needs to fit.
Do you have any idea what you've just done?
It's like, come on.
Oh, it's a pleasure to see you too, Silence.
Congratulations on your victory. You saved the Tenakth for a few weeks. Unfortunately, you've doomed the entire planet as well.
Oh, he thinks we don't
Wrong.
know.
I don't need a Tenakth army to defeat the Zeniths.
Oh, Aloy. Have you learned nothing about the enemy we're up against?
More than you, hiding whatever hole you found. My idea is just better than anything you ever came up with.
Go on.
No, not here. We're doing this my way. Face to face, and with the weapon you've developed.
And why would I agree to that?
Because I'm your only way of beating the Zeniths, and getting the copy of Apollo that's on their ship. So meet me at my base. Mountains west of Plainsong. Time to submit to the inevitable silence and follow the person who actually knows what she's doing. Don't be late.
Oh my god, Silence is gonna be at the base? Maybe take that with you.
Tilda,
we have been
you there?
shown not to leave those
I
lying
did it.
around.
Silence is on board, so head to my base.
Impressive.
Oh,
I'll
yeah.
be there as soon as I can.
Ah, Reaver Paint.
Now that I can fly, I might want to see what else I can do before I head back.
Look at that. Alright, we should probably spend some of these. I don't know how much else we really have, but... You know what? Now that we've got some fun override stuff. Special mode, deal more damage to machine components and weak spots. You know what? That's a pretty good one. I should probably swap that in. Let's see, because we pretty much have everything else here. Grapple launch. That'll be handy. Here we go. Override overdrive. Oh, yeah, let's get that. Double notch. Sure. Let's see. Oh, wait, I don't have that. Knockdown shot. There we go. Learning there's still a few things I don't have yet. Alright, let's proceed. So where do we need to head from here? Back to base. So maybe before we do that, maybe let me check out to see what I've got in here. See if I remember the way. Oh! Ah! Look at the two of you are here!
So, Aloy, you've added yet another deed to your name, and I'm guessing by the look in your eyes that you're not done yet.
Not quite.
Is there anything we can do? We owe you that much.
After everything you've been through, you're one of the best people to support Hikaru's bid for peace. Not just between the clans, but with the Carja too.
Then I will. You have my word.
And until my last breath, I'll make sure the tribe remembers all that you've done for us.
Aww.
You decimated Regala's machines.
Got a couple of conversations happening over here.
The flame of the desert now flies on the wings of the Ten. Will wonders never cease?
I thought you wanted to stay neutral.
In the end, I decided that if you thought Hikaru was worth fighting for, then that was good enough for me.
I'm honored.
The honor is mine.
Oh, this is one of those like full circle moments. Actually, is there more to say?
I hope you know what you're doing. Sparing Regala caused this mess to begin with.
Hey, I spared you. I had the choice of who to side in that
And
match.
so the wings of the Ten found us.
Aw,
when things were at their
Tuvok.
direst.
I'm not some legend come to life, Jataka.
That may be, but we will always be in your debt.
Aw, Tim Russ. Love me a good Star Trek actor in my video games.
Ateka, I figured I'd see you here.
Of course. The Lowland clan fought for our own today. And like the day Hikaru conquered the Grove, we stand victorious. I see the same look in his eyes as I did then. Hope restored. His vision for us endures.
He'll need your continued support, I'm sure.
And he will always have it. Thank you for everything, Aloy.
One Marquis thinks he's good enough to challenge the Enduring.
somebody else.
Racked up a lot of deals. Good day, champion.
Here was it. Oh, it's on the inside. Ah, I'm trying to remember where the turn is. Oh wait, the black boxes. I have some things for you.
Are you the only one listening to these voices?
Oh, no. The others who captured the Oseram Delver heard the voices from these ancient warriors too. They spread the word, and now a lot of people are talking about them. Soldiers are interested in old battles.
Alright, trade-in recordings.
Hey, I have some more of the voices you're looking for.
I'm sure I can learn much from them.
Ooh, oh. Okay, hold on. Maybe we might have to come back, because, just in case. Apologies, gang. Sorry, I'm like half on call tonight, so it's just like I just need to make sure nothing's on fire. Yeah, I think I'm gonna come back because, ooh. Okay, these all cost a black box. Okay, so maybe
Let me know when you want to trade for those voices.
I hope you find what you want from these recordings.
Because I'm pretty sure I'm missing some of those parts for like specific weapons I'm hoping to upgrade. I'm trying to remember how to get over that way. Shoot, how do I get over to where the shops are? I assumed there was a pathway this way. It's been a while since I've been in here. Maybe.
Aloy.
Here. No. Not that way. I'm trying to remember. I can check the map, worst case scenario. Yeah, I am way off. Okay. Okay, so I do kind of need to go from the outside then. Alright. For some reason I thought I remembered there being a pathway inside, but maybe I jimmied that. It wasn't an official route.
The clan's one Marty thinks he's good enough to challenge the Imperial. She flew on the wings of
But did I fly on the wings of the 10? You know what, let's do a quick save. Okay.
You an ally just for today, or for everything? You saved Takara.
The Tenakth welcome you. Good day. That ally is a weapon of real strength.
There we go. Let's see. No, bench. Okay, so, especially for my weapons, my cool Shredder Gauntlet, the Corrosive Blast Sling. Ah, can't do anything about that. Let's see. Get that. Okay, here, hold on first. Oh gosh, yeah, I'm missing everything. So, Frostclaw, Sack Webbing, I need 3 of those. I don't know if it's worth paying 3 black boxes for that. Stormbird, Primary Nerve, and I don't have Apex Stalker Heart either. I'm missing a lot. Here, you know what, I'll get this. Here we go. Oh, I can do more. Okay. Oh, there we go. Now we're out. Yeah, I'd really like to upgrade this. But I don't know if I have enough black boxes. But the Frostclaw Sack Webbing, I feel like, is going to be one of the biggies to pay for. Got some weapons here. 7%, 12%. Ooh, got some nice ones here. Let's see. Ooh, these are expensive. I mean, I can afford it, but still. Acid. 15%, that's pretty good. You know what? Let me take a look at my coils here, because it's been a while since I last updated those. Let's see, acid 15. Oh, okay, hold on. Adhesive 7, okay. What do we got on you? Increases acid by 12%, 15% shock. Draw speed increases weapons draw or charge up speed. You know what? Yeah, those are necessary. We're gonna leave that. Feeling pretty good about the coils I currently have selected. Whoop. Ew, that was not what I wanted to do. Let's see. So it's increases damage against enemies at close range. Maybe not for this one. No. Increases damage dealt while in concentration mode. You know what? That one, this is one of the ones where I need to be concentrating to use it properly, so that'll stack fairly well. What do we have here? Tear 25% knockdown power. Okay. Got reload speed. Yep. Chance to land a critical hit. You know what? These are pretty good for what I need them for. Where's the chance to land a critical hit? I feel like we can do better. What can we do here? Increases damage buildup. Damage and buildup of both acid and fire. Ooh. If I'm firing more than once, that's not bad. That's 18%. You know what? Let's go for that. Yeah, otherwise I think we can live with that. Let's see. I'm just taking stock of what I have here. Outfits. Here we go. Tanakh Thai Marshal. That's a pretty cool outfit. Like, I love... Oh, got the Tanakh Marshal and High Marshal. Okay, so difference-wise... Let's see what we've got. 26 to 20... Ooh, that's got more all around. Can I upgrade that? Here, hold on. Here we go, Tanakh Thai Marshal. Okay, we have some upgrades. Oh, not hard either. Let's see. Ah, didn't I just get the Rockbreaker Mining Claw? I just used that, didn't I? Shoot. Can I get more of that? I don't know if I want to fight another Rockbreaker, you know? Hold on. Okay. Minus 19. Oof. So more susceptible to fire. But... see. But let's still get the look of... where's our favorite? There she is. Oh no, we still have the appearance on. Fantastic. But let's apply a weave. Let's see, maybe something that'll give me more fire resistance. Increases your defense against fire damage by 14%. That's pretty good. Yeah. You know what? I feel like I deal with more fire than purge water, so let's go with that. If I could get that second one. Plus 2 mounted defense. Okay. Nope. Okay. There we go. Don't know what was happening there. Alright. Oh, there's the door. Although, we've got a mission here. We're not gonna do it, but we're just gonna talk. Oh, there you are.
Champion, I fear we must lean on your strength and generosity again.
Just tell it to her straight, Dekka. The tribe needs the arena. She's our only hope to getting it open again.
Dekka,
The
Dekka.
arena? But the cool route's over.
That's true, but we also use the arena to boost the tribe's morale.
We use it for training.
Oh
Herding
boy,
machines
morale
so our
boosting.
soldiers can
Hooray.
experience the glory of the kill
Rah
in a
rah and all
controlled
that.
setting.
Which, of course, boosts morale. But Chief Hekarro won't let us reopen the arena until the ballista protecting the field is repaired.
We need it in case a machine runs amok, and it was damaged during the cool route. The parts we need aren't easy to find.
I get it. You need me to hunt down some machines and grab the parts.
We'd ask someone else, but every squad in the Grove is on alert. But
It's
the
almost
task
like there's
is
a
not
war
without
going on.
compensation, right, Kala?
Of course. Once the arena is open again, I would be honored to invite you to compete. A wide variety of machines will be available.
Okay.
And I will award you prizes for victory. Not just from the arena, but also for medals won at hunting grounds. You'll be able to trade them for some of the tribe's very best gear.
To fix the ballista, we'll need a sinew from a rollerback, along with some bristleback tusks. Both kinds of machines have been spotted near a campfire to the southeast. You can bring the parts back to me here when you're done.
Okay. I'll see what I can do.
One more thing. If you're going back into the wilds, I have another duty tied to our soldiers' morale. A regrettable one. Every Tenakth soldier carries a tag carved with their squad symbol. Rebels have been hoarding the tags of the soldiers they kill. Regala may be gone, but the holdouts have kept up the practice. You might find such tags at any enemy outpost. If you do, bring them to me. I'll make sure they're returned to the soldier squad mates and loved ones.
Well, you're in luck. I have
Soothes their grief.
so many.
And there are bounties involved.
Oh.
If that matters to you.
I've already found some of those tags.
Yeah.
Here, a small reward for your efforts. But don't let your guard down. There are still many outposts in the wilds.
Are there?
Thank you, Champion. And please don't forget the parts for the ballista.
What'd you give me? What do I get? For the tags.
Can't wait to get that ballista fixed.
Squirrel bone, Jay wishbone. Okay.
Talk yourself up all you want.
We got some question marks up this way. Excuse me. Ah, the
Guess I
chef.
need to head southeast to find that rollerback.
Yeah.
I already have enough bristleback tusks on me.
Okay, so they are counting what I already have in stock here. How far away is that? Oh, you know what? Let's restock. There. Perfect. Yeah, by the time she hits 40, oh, Aloy.
Enjoy your time in our settlement.
She's gonna have to get carried. Alright. Let's head back to the base. Shall we? Silence will be there. I was about to say the gang's all here, but that's not true. Not anymore. Varl. Still breaks my heart.
Hey, Mr. Know-It-All is here. You know, your focus buddy who never smiles. I didn't know what to do with him, so I had him wait in your room.
Don't put him in my room.
Thanks.
It's gonna be rummaging through my stuff.
Well, Silence. Looks like you finally found a door you could open without me.
I'm glad it's there, actually. It kept me from having to mingle with the company you keep.
What? My
But enough
friends?
prattle. I believe you owe me an explanation. Your plans for the Zenith base?
You're right. I do owe you. My spear in your throat for deceiving me again. At the Hades Proving Lab.
I doubt you asked me here for that kind of reckoning.
No. Right now, I need your help. So I'm giving you one final chance. But if you ever betray me again, I will kill you no matter what the circumstance.
Oh, but he's gonna do that, though.
Very well.
It's the one thing we can count on
Though
him
we'll
for.
both face a decidedly short future if you can't get us inside that base.
Aloy, your other guest is here. She's, coming to you.
Thanks. Good timing. The truth is, I can't actually get us into the base. But she can.
The company you keep is even worse than I thought.
Not a fan of surprises, are you? Oh, look. That must be your little invention.
Does the weapon work? Without self-destructing?
Of course it does. I've eliminated the imperfections and greatly improved its design and output.
How can we be sure?
Care for a demonstration?
Enough, both of you. We're in this together, at least for now. Go talk to Erend. Tell him I said to give you rooms of your own. I'll come see you when I get a chance.
Oh, no. You first.
Two very distrusting people. In the same space. Oh, we're introducing chaos into this base, guys.
Better get everyone in the control room so Tilda can tell us what she knows about the Zenith base.
Alright, but first, we have some
With Regal
tokens.
out of the way, Hikaru and Tanakh, they're safe. The future's up to them now. I do wish they'd drop all the honorary names they've given me. But if I've learned anything about them, that it's not a battle I am going to win. Focus. It's Varl's. I used to think no Nora would ever accept one. Varl did. Even when he was overwhelmed. He refused to let me push him away. I failed Varl at Gemini. I should have pushed harder. I should have done more. I'd give anything to have him back.
Whoop, that was not what I wanted to do.
When it looks impossible, look deeper. And then fight like you can win. I will, Rost. Now and always.
We have a little memento on the wall. Yeah, we can go take a look. Oh, I did hit E. No? Psych, there's nothing to say about the pendant. No? Oh, okay, here. Ooh, and we've got some conversations.
I never thought I'd see metal bound to flesh in that way.
Yeah, he seems happy with it. Probably because he can crush me like a grapefruit.
That is a happy thought.
Oh, I can never remember which exit it is. Here, hold on. Oh, yeah, everybody's got a little bit of something to say. Let's see. Maybe it's this way? Here, hold on. It's not this door, it's the other door. It was the other door. fancy here. Parkour. Alright. So, oh, this way. Should have looked to the fire. Alright. Let's go see Varl. Look at that view. Is this getting up? Yeah. Here. I don't know if she'll say anything, because admittedly in the last stream we did do some of like the sitting with Varl. Yeah, just take it in. Take in the view. Pretty sure there was some dialogue though. You might need to check the previous VOD for it. So I'm pretty sure there was something there. Alright. Let's go talk with the gang before we start on the next steps.
I was thinking we could spar for a bit. When you have the time.
Oh, sure. Yeah, of course.
Might be a way to deal with my anger.
It might have been.
Yeah, beating the crap out of me makes you feel
Or maybe
better.
as there's like
I'm all for it.
advances in the story. It's like there's more to tell.
Aloy, you came back with some interesting friends.
I am
Wish I
prone
could
to
say
that,
we don't need
yes.
them. But Silence and Tilda are here for a reason. Even Regala.
Yeah, enemy of my enemy and all that, right?
Right. I guess Silence is keeping to himself, as usual.
I was hoping he'd give me an excuse to hammer his sorry ass to the ground.
Maybe after.
Please don't.
You telling me you wouldn't want to get just one good hit on that smug face of his? After everything he's done?
Sure. Later. Right now, he's got something we need. Doesn't look like any of our guests are making trouble.
Yet. So, Kotallo tells me you flew. Well, that's new. I've been busting my balls trying to learn to read. You're out there having all the fun.
Don't worry. You'll be getting all the fun you can handle soon. With the Zeniths.
Looking forward to it.
Ah, howdy, Dante Licioso. Hope you're doing well tonight.
You, talked to Tilda at all?
About
I
what?
tried. I don't think even a hot forge could melt that ice.
Yeah.
You say she wants to help?
I think so. Well, let's hope.
Comes from misplaced.
Better get going.
Well, I don't want to say
where
misplaced
to find
guilt.
me.
It comes from guilt over Elizabeth. So, we did the Gemini mission. We just took flight for the first time, and now we have Silence and Tilda at the base. So now we're just kind of talking with the rest of the folks here to get their thoughts on things. But this is my first time playing it, so no
Aloy.
spoilers, please.
It appears that we have some interesting new guests. I'm glad to see you're okay, though. I heard you gave the Tenakth
Yes,
something
she's
to
here
talk about.
somewhere.
I was half expecting you to burst
Probably
in
in
through
the
the ceiling
basement.
riding a sunwing.
Sorry to disappoint.
I appreciate it. I know most people are usually pretty good about it, but I like to throw it out there just in case. It's like, this is a first playthrough.
Have you talked to any of our new friends?
Erend and I tried speaking to Silence, but apparently our tribal prattle is unnecessary.
Charming, isn't he?
You know what's interesting, though? I feel like, energy-wise, he and Zoe are kind of similar. Like, their passions are definitely at opposite ends, but I feel like like, they would be two people that would be very comfortable sitting in silence in the same, no pun intended, in the same space and just, like, doing their own thing.
Ready to head over to the Zenith base?
Whatever comes, we will endure.
Thoughts on our new Zenith acquaintance?
I'd say she smells like death, but even death smells of something.
Ooh.
She's more like a cold piece of
Yeah.
metal. Bent on repelling all semblance of life.
She's definitely different.
I mean, that's what happens when you've been carefully preserved for hundreds of years.
I have to go. I trust you to keep things civil around here.
I'll make sure Erin doesn't punch Sylens in the face, if that's what you mean.
Thanks.
Well, she'll have her work cut out for her. Trying to keep that under control. Although, I'm curious what your thoughts are on our new friends. Oh, you know what, though? Sylens is gonna hate Alva. If his, like, utter disdain for prattlers and ramblers. Oh,
it's all
no.
going to be okay. We can't give up now.
I need confirmation.
You flew? Kotalo told me. And took out Regala's machines? You know what? I don't even know why I'm surprised. I saw we have visitors and a new weapon. Does this mean we're ready to take the fight to the Zeniths?
Almost.
That's always such a hard thing when you really enjoy the story of something and it's just like, part of you's like, I can replay this, and it's like, but that discovery, like seeing the story unfold in front of you, it's gonna hit different. Although, it does open up the possibility to find things that you didn't catch the first time. So there is some value to it.
Are you okay?
I was wondering, is it really safe having someone like Regala here?
Probably not, but we're
Seems
committing to
angry.
it.
The kind of angry that leads to murdering people in their sleep.
Don't worry. We're going to point that anger in the right direction. The Zeniths.
If you say so.
I hope our new guests have been behaving.
The Sylens. He's the one
I did,
who built
yes.
the weapon that can take down Zenith shields?
He is. Though I wouldn't expect him to answer any questions about it. He refuses to dole out his secrets to us lesser mortals.
Oh.
You know that special part of us that makes us warm, kind,
The soul.
welcoming?
Our spirit?
Yeah. He was born without that.
Alva's like, ooh, I walked into some drama here.
You sure you're okay going on this mission? I know things must be happening pretty fast for you.
I've already braved oceans and madmen who thought they were ancestors reborn. Why not a few immortals with lethal drones at their command, too?
Guess the more the merrier. I suppose you saw that Tilda is here. Our very own Zenith.
I almost went up to her to ask her, well, every question I've ever had about the legacy. Every diviner I know would kill to get 5 minutes with one of the old ones. But now that she's here, all I feel is a vague unease. I don't know if I'm scared of finding out more uncomfortable truths, or just scared of her. Probably
Valid. Very valid.
I need to wrap up a few things.
I still need to do her side
Stay sharp.
quest.
I'll be ready when you call.
Let's see. Here, where is it? Oh, actually, you know what? Let's stock up on the good stuff. Here we go. Storm cannon. Yeah, Thunderjaw tail. Yeah, I should be picking up that stuff more often. Fighting or just fight when needed. I mean, like, I do side quests, if that's what you mean, but I'm definitely more of, like, a story girly. That's why I'm also not playing it on a very hard difficulty. I think I've gotten this one. Have I gotten this? New. Oh, I guess I haven't. Ever since the expedition landed and we encountered barbarians, sorry Tanakh, a question has been gnawing at me. Given the massive distance between here and the Great Delta, how is it possible that we all speak the same language? You know what? I thought about this the other day. Amazing timing. I was like, yeah, like, you've got all these different cultures spread out across the coast, like, and the Quen across an ocean. I mean, the legacy tells us that the ancestors had many languages. How did it all get reduced to one? For questions like these, it's handy to have a friendly superintelligence around. I love Gaia. She's so nice and patient, even when I can't stop talking and bombard her with overlapping queries. And while she can't explain everything I ask her, for this one, she had an answer. Okay, I haven't read it yet. My guess is that... I mean, my first instinct is that the first humans that were kind of like sent out, that were being educated by like the system that they had set up, I feel like they would have seen the value in multiple languages as opposed to just one. Like, I can see it being like, for simplicity's sake, here's one language, and then once you hit a certain age, then Apollo could have taught you additional languages, because it was all about preserving history and culture and all that. Like, I feel like that would have been a very intrinsic thing. So, I mean, if every one of the starting points taught everybody the same language, like, but even then it would evolve from there. Like, there's cultural, like, culturally there'd be different changes to the language. Because, like, we see that if, like with English, it's like you have different accents in English, which has led to, like, words being used differently, like North America versus, like, in the UK, for example. So I feel like that's just kind of one of those things where it's like, well, you know, don't think about it too hard, but they seem to have an answer, so I'm curious what they think. Because that was my first guess, is just like, everybody starts with, like, the same language base. And the intention was they would learn learn different languages and cultures later. But it's also been a long time since they exited those facilities, so I feel like there'd be too many changes for that to still really be a thing. Anyway. What was Gaia's answer? Apparently, the Zero Dawn system was designed to release people into the world as young adults, after being educated via the Apollo database. I sure wish I could have gone to that school. Language instruction was supposed to be a big part of the coursework. Students were to be encouraged to learn many languages, thus keeping alive the vibrant linguistics of the old world. That's what I was saying. But when Ted Faro erased Apollo, he makes me so mad, girl, same. Zero Dawn reverted to its default language. And that's all the kids in the Cradle facilities ever got. So our ancestors, I mean our tribal ones, not the legacy ones, all started with the same speech and never got to learn anymore. Mystery solved. Yet another rotten, completely unfair thing that shithead, beg my pardon, did to the world, Alva. It was Alva. Girl, same. Ted Faro sucks. But yes, I was literally just thinking about that the other day. And I was like, hold on a moment. I feel like we should have more language barriers. No? Okay.
We're taking those space lugs down.
Alright, Kotallo's back. Welcome back.
Haven't seen you since the battle at the Grove. How are you holding up?
I saw you fly on the wings of the Ten, and paralyze Regalla's army with lightning. I would say that I am inspired.
Thank you, I guess.
It is I who should be thanking you.
I was gonna say, like, I half expect him to be like, so when do I get to do that? When do I get to fly? Because, I mean, we have seen with his new arm, he can, like, send out a field. He could do that. Not on the same scale that, like, the core I took could do it. But he could do that. in theory. And it would be sick.
Look, I know you're probably not happy about keeping Regala around, but I want her on our side when we fight the Zeniths.
It is more than she deserves. Even so, I will not question your judgment.
Thank you, Kotallo.
As to why you were talking about linguistic evolution. How much has English really changed in the last few centuries? The ways of speaking have changed, but the language is still pretty understandable. Yes. My one, and I am not a linguistics expert, so this is just me throwing ideas out there off the top of my head. They could be wildly off base, so like smallest little grain of salt. I feel like given the amount of time that people have been out of the cradles would have allowed for more linguistic diversity. Like, on a smaller scale, we've seen that in, like, how different words mean different things in the same language, because regionally, they take on different meanings. So, like you'd say, like, a sweater in North America, but over in the UK you'd say a jumper. They're not huge differences, mind you, but it also hasn't been, I feel like, the same length of time as when they came out of the cradle. Again, I could just be misremembering, but I feel like more time has passed from exiting the cradle than like people like coming across the ocean per se, like from like England to North America. I feel like there would be some differences there, but again, this is just me throwing it out there. This franchise, my one only issue is Everyman's basically hitting falling for Aloy, even the older ones, and she's cool. She's also like 18. I mean, like, Aloy's pretty cool, but that's fair. But she's always just eye on the mission. And I mean, like, who doesn't want to play, like, the coolest girl in school, really?
Things will get ugly once the Zeniths realize we're in their base. You'll need every trick you've ever learned.
I would have it no other way. Many soldiers died in the old world to make sure we stood here today. We will endure on their behalf. Though, I am curious how you intend to defeat the Zenith's defenses without an army of our own.
Leave that to me. Just make sure you're ready to fight.
As you say. You have more than earned my trust.
Also, like, admittedly, like, the note of, like, even the older ones, it's like, unfortunately, having lived over 30 years as a woman, that doesn't change things. It's... Unfortunately, that's a piece of reality right there. I will say, though, Kotallo treats you like, I don't think he's got, I don't know if I'm reading romance here per se, but like there is like strong respect. He's just like, boss, and she's like, please don't call me that. Apologies. I need a very quick allergy break. 1 second. And we're back. All right. How do you feel about the Zeniths?
Did you meet Tilda?
There is something about her that doesn't seem natural.
You are correct.
I wouldn't be surprised if my sword went through her and she didn't bleed at all.
Honestly,
that's
her,
apt.
Nothing would surprise me.
Blood would mean that there's a pulse there. And honestly, I'm not 100% sure that's still a thing. Admiration, respect vibes. Oh, 100%. That's my bro right there. Ooh, yes, the Wings of the Ten.
Your people keep mentioning the Wings of the Ten. What exactly does it mean?
We know what this is.
Tell us that the Ten flew on great metal machines with wings and leapt into battle from the sky for us To imitate this feat is the ultimate expression of martial prowess. It is why the challengers leap into the arena during the Kulrut. And now, you have done it. Like the deeds of the Ten themselves, it will never be forgotten. So, tell me.
He's like, was it cool?
How did it feel?
I won't lie. Pretty good.
I can only imagine.
Hint, hint, show me how to do that. Did you play it in its hardest difficulty? Oh, no. Not at all. Never. I wish I had the skill to, but I don't have it in me. And for that, feel free to reference my last VOD, where I got very salty at the beginning, because I was really, like, it had been a while since I had done, like, proper combat in this game. I had been doing, like, a lot of wandering and side questing, and I had some struggles.
I have to go. But I'll be briefing
So
everyone
no.
on my plan soon.
Understood.
All right. Are they downstairs? Yeah, because we did come from that way. Oh, there she is. Oh, you know what's funny? At first, like, she almost scared me. Like, she looked like a mannequin standing there. I'm like, did I wander into Silent Hill?
There
What's
you are.
happening? Hey, you're freaking out the rest of the group. You need to leave.
Well done, Aloy. Despite my reservations, you managed to secure Silence and his weapon. You're truly a shining example of Liz's fortitude.
Ah, she's got her
thinking about what you
paintings.
said at your house.
Projections.
How you were friends with Elizabeth. It was more than that, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Perceptive as ever. You're right, we were together for a time.
Okay, so what happened?
I was an orphan. I had always been alone. By my 30s, I was starting to wonder if that was simply my fate in life. And then I met Liz. We kept running into each other at conferences. We'd have coffee. At some point, it became drinks. I thought it was just shop talk, an exchange of ideas, but then I was surprised at how much I looked forward to seeing her. Soon we were flying halfway across the world every other week just to meet up.
Wow, long distance, wowzers.
At the time, I didn't feel lonely. I could imagine a future where I wasn't. I think Liz felt the same way at first. She had lost her mother a few years back. I filled a void for her. I know I did. But as time passed, it seemed as though she wanted less when I wanted more. And so we ended things.
So helping me, restoring Elizabeth's dream. It's what?
A
Messy.
second chance, yes.
Messy.
I made a mistake leaving Earth while Liz stayed behind. I should have done more. So when I saw you, a woman who has carved her own remarkable path, beyond even what made Liz a phenomenon, I knew I had to help you. To do right by her.
You said before that you're not like the other Zeniths. That you never were. But you went along with all of their plans.
Out of necessity.
Yeah.
I'm not proud of it. But complicity became a means of survival, both when Earth was consumed and when the colony on Sirius was destroyed. I did what I had to. But I resolved to remain one step ahead of the others, to try to undo what damage I could. Hence the data channel with Beta. The secret passage into their base and the little trick I pulled to save you.
Why did you make the data channel look like your house?
I built that house as a shelter to weather any storm. A safe place, not just for me, but for the art stored in its depths. Cultural artifacts of incalculable value. Truly, some of the greatest achievements of human civilization.
And you wanted Beta to see them?
Yes. Her upbringing was so cold and technical.
Like the fact that Tilda and Liz were together?
If she could experience Vermeer and Rembrandt, it would bring something else into her life. A heritage every bit as valuable as the scientific and technical data being drummed into her. I'm sorry I had to cut off contact, but I'll never regret sharing this house with her. She needed its shelter even more than I did.
I will say that, like, it does create more, like, it's then a bit more plausible why Tilda would throw away everything and risk it all. I still don't trust her. There's a time when that would have been an interesting plot point. Yeah. But I also think it's like, again, I'm saying this as somebody who doesn't fully trust her. But I feel like what strengthens the people that are currently on the planet as opposed to the Zeniths is its heart, its culture, its connection, its history. And I feel like Tilda's previous relationship with Liz is sort of her grasping that with, like, everything she's got, because that's all she has, really. Like, it's art. She's like, oh, I collect art. That's emotion. That's, to her, that's connection. But it's not. It's still very secluded. It's history. But it's not a connection in the same way. So I can understand if she's not about to immediately backstab us, which please nobody confirm or deny that. Part of me could understand that an emotional connection to the time before could be like the thing that snaps her out of it. It is a bit cliche, like, but it's also like the core of this new world. I might be just talking out of my ass right now. Again, grain of salt.
Why do you think Elizabeth pulled away?
I've wondered that for 1,000 years. She was brilliant, visionary. She cared so deeply for the world, for the betterment of humanity. But it also felt like she kept everyone at arm's length, including me. She never wanted to share her burdens. I think, in the end, she had a core that she never let anyone be part of. Sometimes I wonder if anyone really knew her.
I found a recording of you and Elizabeth back in the Proving Lab after Farzineth's attempt to steal Gaia.
Yes. A most unpleasant conversation.
She...
putting it mildly.
...said something after the call. I think she regretted how things ended between you.
Did she? All this time, thank you for telling me. I've always hated that those were the last words we ever said to each other. And that her last impression of me was as a functionary of Far Zenith, not who I truly am.
Tilda, I don't know how to break this to you, but that is an indicator of who you are. I know it wasn't your entirety, but it is still an indicator of who you were at that time.
When it's time to break into the Zenith base, what can we expect?
I'll go over the full layout once you've assembled your friends. Suffice it to say, we will need to push as fast as possible to Beta and Gaia's location, dealing with heavy resistance along the way. There are also printing facilities where the others have been amassing the natural resources they've stripped from the region.
What for?
First for use in the base's infrastructure, and then to fabricate more Spectre drones, a small army of them.
No, I hate those
When
things.
I was out in the wilds, I saw a shuttle take off from the island, heading for space.
It was likely ferrying materials to and from our ship in orbit. After hundreds of years Luxuriating in our digital comforts, the ship was barely space-worthy when we made our escape. Disaster can strike at any moment. We've learned our lesson.
Ooh, yeah, what do you think of Silence's weapon?
Have you figured out how Silence's weapon works?
No, and he's been very careful not to allow me near it. I'll admit it bothers me, but regardless of how it functions, I am confident it will deactivate the other shields en masse.
How many of them are in the base?
10, including Eric and Gerard. Only a handful of us made it to our ship when our colony collapsed.
Ooh, we can work our way around. Eric.
So, Eric. Was he always a bloodthirsty psychopath?
I believe he got worse over time. On Earth, he was the founder of a profitable private military company. A band of cutthroats, in other words. Even as governments abandoned human combatants in favor of automated warfare. He found success with clientele that required a more personal touch. There were also rumors that he personally hunted and killed his targets. On occasion, all for the thrill of it. But on Sirius, he retreated to virtual reality simulations. In them, he could go on rampages as violent as he pleased, though I suspect with diminishing satisfaction.
All of his tribe believes he was one of the greatest people from the old world.
Then they would be quite disappointed to meet him, though I'm sure he'd bask in the adoration.
Not to get all Star Trek-y here, but it is giving, ooh, if I'm remembering, is it the Vidians? It might have been the Vidians. I hope I'm not getting my Voyager species mixed up. Like the hunter race that's like, they like show them like, oh hey, you can use like holograms to like hunt, and it's just like, it's not the same. Our whole culture's based in hunting and killing. The holograms, they do nothing.
What can you tell me about Gerard?
Yep, and I'm
He was
not
the
getting
head
mixed up
of
with
the
that
world's
other.
largest financial conglomerate, and as such had dealings with almost every major corporation.
Hirogen, thank you.
It
The
made him one of
Vidians were the ones that were
wealthiest
sick.
people on Earth,
Thank you.
and certainly the wealthiest among
Like, I know I'm
Farzina.
getting them mixed up.
What does one person do with that much money?
Buy more power, more influence. Gerard's always believed himself to be a refined patrician, able to maintain control with a polished smile. But beneath that exterior is a cold and calculating operator. It was his decision to restrict Beta's upbringing to her digital educators, the avatars of the Apollo database, while we were painted as her benefactors.
Well, we'll deal with him soon enough. And the others.
I would very much like to see his face when he realizes we've beaten him.
I knew I was getting them mixed up. Thank you, Texas. Yeah. Although, you will notice, the smiles don't reach the eyes. They can have the biggest smiles on their faces, but if they don't have the smiles, gives them away every time.
When I was in the ruins of Vegas, I found data on a man named Stanley Chen. I think he was a Zenith.
Stanley, ever the optimist. He was one of the good ones. When we established our colony, he built an exact replica of Las Vegas in virtual reality. Lights, shows, gambling, every detail perfectly recreated. And while others cloistered themselves in their own fantasies, he flung his doors wide to everyone.
The way you're talking about him, I'm guessing he didn't make it back to Earth?
No, he perished when our colony was destroyed. He would have been thrilled to discover that part of his beloved city survived.
When Beta escaped and hid in an ancient research facility, I saw another one of the Zeniths, Verbena. Who was she?
A dull star amidst a sea of brighter constellations. Unlike
Wow.
most of Farzenith's members who amassed their wealth through shrewd business deals and technological achievements, Verbena inherited her billions.
Ah, Nepo baby.
Her father had achieved great success in the luxury holotourism industry. At age 24, she became the world's most eligible bachelorette, branding herself a life designer.
Influencer.
Someone who leverages their fame to influence the choice of others. What? Like a cult?
Kinda.
In a way, yes.
Well, she must have done something right to have survived this long.
She was her own brand of ruthless. That much is true. But even rats can cling to a vessel for escape.
I almost completely forgot about her, but it was like, yeah, who was that? Because I get it was kind of like a testing of Silence's weapon, but it was still like, she was also on her own. Okay, I'll cut her some slack. The rest.
So I've had run-ins with a handful of Zeniths. What about the rest?
An array of the wealthiest people on Earth. Titans of their industries.
And let me guess. All selfish and ruthless to the core?
Most, but not all. There were a few with whom I got along. Annika Murjani, for instance, was always delightful. She founded the Holonet's most successful dance channel and was herself mesmerizing to watch. And I had fascinating discussions with Song Jiao about her work in cellular biology. Our immortality treatments are due in part to her achievements. But then there were others like Devin Miller, the CEO of a fast food printing corporation. His only real preoccupations were perfecting his golf swing and taking self-hollows. When I think about all of us, we really should have accomplished more. We had eternity.
Hubris. Sloth. That's all we have to say.
I'll let you know when it's time.
I'll be here until then. And thank you, Aloy, for giving me this chance. My past has always been a struggle. More than once I've lost everything. But when I look to the future, I see Liz's dream fulfilled. A universe of new possibilities.
Maybe we can make it happen.
We will. I won't let anything get in the way. I promise you that.
I still don't trust you. Oh, the art. Has she done anything else with the space? Have we gotten this one?
I've been tackling the design of the Ag Lab.
Oop. Sorry.
Place is gonna have a lot of seed stock to work with. My
I believe
favorite?
Regala and your Tenakth friend
Sample
have been
626.
carefully.
Calotropis
It's for the
gigantea.
best.
The crown flower. We used to have one in our backyard. Butterflies always fluttering around.
Yeah, I think I've heard
Every
this one
morning.
before.
August would run out there to check under the leaves. See if any caterpillars turned into chrysalises. Now, I'd like to imagine that the future will be filled with them.
In this way, I imagine we need to go downstairs. Yeah, there's no way they're in here. Zoe would skewer them if they tried. There he
Did you need
is.
something?
Can you chat?
Bravo. You managed to sway a Zenith to your side. Care to explain?
No.
Not a chance. I thought you said the weapon was ready.
There's always room to optimize. But that's not why you're here. I assume you want to comprehend my undertakings. So, ask away.
He's not gonna tell me
When were
anything
you so
either.
forthcoming?
Yeah.
Since you turned this into a waiting game, and as it seems you have found modest success, perhaps I'm willing to be generous.
Alright. He's not gonna tell me anything of value. He's gonna keep his cards close to the chest, as he always does, but let's see.
Okay, so your big plan, everything you've been manipulating for the last few months. Let me see if I got this straight. You learned about the Zeniths from Hades when you interrogated it. Then you came up with a plan to defeat them by using a Tenakth
Oh,
army and
100%.
weapon.
Yeah.
And to get the Tenakth to fight for you, or rather the sons of Prometheus, armed Regala's rebels with override tech.
Did you have an actual question, or are you still playing catch-up?
Rude!
So all this time, even before I found the coordinates at the Spire, you were out here scheming. Why couldn't you just tell me?
When I learned of the Zenith's return to Earth, I laid out my plans. I knew I would one day require an army of overzealous Tenakth to assault the Zenith base. The casualties would be extreme. And I knew you would never allow such a sacrifice, no matter how necessary.
Yeah.
Thus, I devised a means to remove your interference from the equation at the Hades Proving Lab.
Why create the Sons of Prometheus? You didn't need a Sarah to make override tech.
They were a necessary safeguard. My time serving Hades in the Eclipse demonstrated the risks of getting directly involved. Through the Sons of Prometheus, I could execute my plans, all while remaining anonymous.
Except to a Sarah. How did you get a Sarah to work for you?
I knew there was an associate of the Oseram tinker, Dervahl, who escaped his failed assault on Meridian. It was trivial to track her down and gain her cooperation. She wanted to succeed where Dervahl had failed.
So you promised her Regalla, and the Tenakth. The Sarah would help you create a machine-riding army, and wanted to see Meridian burn as much as she did.
And so a partnership was born out of thirst for blood, bonded in mutual self-interest.
You think you had everything figured out, huh?
I did.
He's like, well, duh.
You wanted me to surrender to the Zenith at the Hades Proving Lab. They almost killed me.
Based on everything I knew about them, I concluded they would find you a useful asset, thereby keeping you out of harm's way and, more importantly, out of my way.
So you really didn't know they had their own clone of Elizabeth?
No. Unfortunately, there was no way I could have known that particular detail.
Detail? Well, I guess if it wasn't for that, we wouldn't be here today. Tell me about the weapon. How does it work?
I've upgraded the delivery system. It now emits a wave-like effect covering a significant distance.
That doesn't fully answer my question.
No, but I'd be a fool to reveal its inner workings. After all, why did you withhold your plan for dealing with the Zenith drones? Yes, even you can appreciate the value of secrecy when warranted. Suffice it to say that the weapon will work. The intricacies of how is knowledge that is mine alone.
Why help Regalla take over? If you wanted an army, you could have just gone to Hekarro.
Before Regalla's rebellion, Hekarro was only concerned with battling machines and fostering friendships with Akarja. Even if I gained his ear, he would never agree to send his forces to battle a threat he couldn't understand.
So helping a bloodthirsty exile was easier.
Yes,
Easier to manipulate, I
exceedingly
guess.
so. All Regalla craved was war against the Karja and anyone who threatens the Tenakth. She would have led the tribe into battle without question, which was precisely what I needed.
While I was out there, I had a couple run-ins with the Quen.
The tribe from across the ocean. And?
Their entire tribe was shaped around the discovery of focuses. One of them, Alva, even joined me here. Don't you want to know more about them?
No. They stumbled upon the greatest technological artifact from the ancient.
They fumbled it.
What did they do with it? They shrouded the knowledge they unearthed in mysticism and taboo, creating a pantheon out of corporate shields.
Yes, well, it also led them to Thebes.
Did it now?
So those run-ins with the Quen I mentioned. On one of them I teamed up with their expedition to search Thebes. We found Pharaoh at the end.
You must have needed Omega clearance. So, what was it like?
Worse than you can imagine.
He single-handedly wiped out collective human knowledge. I'm sure it was still less than he deserved.
Let me guess. You would have scraped him into a jar so you could prod his brain, like what you did with Hades.
For a start.
But in that case, he wouldn't have done it for knowledge. It would have just been for the satisfaction of doing it.
Alright, Silence. I think I've talked to you long enough. I'll let you know when it's time to go. And try not to mess with Tilda while you're in here, okay? I don't need the two of you butting heads.
Ah, yes. About your Zenith ally. I wonder if you understand what kind of person you're dealing with. For someone to live as long as she has, outlast as many calamities, well, your goals may be aligned now, but I'd watch for the moment they diverge.
Yeah, I'm aware. Reminds me of someone else I know.
Survival is only a necessity to my greater purpose, Aloy. I'd hoped you'd recognize that by now.
Do you know something or not?
Oh, I know a great deal of things. But on this, you just call it a feeling.
Oh, a feeling? You mean you finally had one? Huh. Guess even you can change, Silence.
He's like, you want my help or not? Jeez. Let's see. My bet is that Regalla is... Ooh. Oh, no, we're not gonna... We're fine.
This place smells wrong. No sand or wind, only cold steel. And the others up there, your squad.
They can hold their own. As for this base, it may not be what you're used to, but it is a shelter.
Call it what it is. A cage.
You came here on your own.
For the battle you promised. So for now I wait in my cage for your word. Tell me when to strike.
We're about to have some very interesting conversations with Regalla.
The whole time I've been in the West, I've been fighting you and your rebels. I'd at least like to know why.
You were among the enemy. What more is there to know?
Why did you do it?
Dorok, Jiroka, Makalo, and the Karja pushed into the desert to raid our people. My brother's squad was among the first to intercept them. But the Karja captured them, strung them up, and burned them alive as an example. It was too late. I found them by the sound of their screams.
So you wanted vengeance?
Vengeance? No. I wanted devastation. To tear down the Karja's cities and drown the land in blood. Hunt down every last survivor and grind their bones until the sky chokes on the dust. But my chief betrayed me. Betrayed the Tenakth.
She wanted to hurt the land as much as she'd been hurt. Because why should the rest of the world be happy when she's suffering? Like, I understand where that energy comes from. I'm not excusing it, but... And I will say, the performance here. Love this.
How did Hekarro betray you?
Hekarro called on the clans to resist the Karja's red raids. But we did more than just defend. We hunted them. And they fled as children before a pack of
because that's all they know.
All the way to their border. There we ripped down their stone walls. Their domain was ours for the taking. But when it came time to push on, Hekarro ordered us to fall back. What soldier retreats when slaughter is at hand?
The kind who wants peace for their people.
Peace is just a lull between vendettas. But I thought my chief had greater tactics in mind, so I stood by him, even when he allowed that filthy Karja to join our ranks.
Fashav.
I enjoyed watching him die at the embassy. He should have been put down when we first captured him on the field. Instead, Hekarro made him a marshal.
Fashav told me how he became a marshal. He earned it just like any Tenakth.
It was an insult. No outlander can ever deserve to wear armor, bear marks. And then a Karja messenger was brought before us? That's when I knew. I had to run my blade through Hekarro and drag his treacherous corpse to the gates of the sun.
No, we're the good guys. We'll triumph. Also, you can be evil and dumb. It's just evil, dumb people don't usually tend to get too far. It takes cunning in order to convince the general public that you're a good person. When you're not. Usually.
What happened when the Karja messenger appeared before Hekarro?
The quivering priest bore a message from their new king. No more war. No more raids. Suddenly the Karja wanted to talk peace. An embassy at the very fortress we tore down. A true Tenakth would never take a Karja truce. Their blood exists to be spilled. But Hekarro lapped up the priest's message. He showed himself a Karja-loving traitor when he accepted. That's when I challenged him.
And lost.
His mercy was just another sign of his weakness. I vowed never to rest until the debt was repaid, with him on his knees before me. So with an army of soldiers and machines at my back, I returned. The day you got in my way.
The deal you made. Override tech in exchange for an assault on the Zenith base. How did Sylens approach you?
That name means nothing to me. My agreement was with the Oseram Asera and her sons of Prometheus.
Yeah.
So all this time, you didn't even know who you were really dealing with? And you trusted an Outlander?
If it was a trick, I would have crushed her. But she spoke with the same burning hatred for the Karja. And she offered me the chance to run them down with machines.
I miss Rex.
The terror in your enemy's eyes when they see you charge. You know what I'm talking about. I bet you've felt it.
I don't think so. What about your end of the deal? Would you have honored it?
Had I killed Hekarro and become chief, these Zeniths would have been the first of the tribe's victories. But because of you, my people will continue to consort with the enemy. A tribe of weaklings.
Because of me, hundreds of Tenakth won't throw away their lives in a battle they can't win.
She'll be the last to admit that, like, okay, yeah, I guess. Like, that's the thing, though. It's like, hearing her talk about this, it's like, man, like, Sylens played her like a fiddle. He knew exactly what she was gonna do. And even now, with the layers stripped away, she's still like, oh, no, I definitely would have done it. If I had a chance, I'd still do it. I don't care. It's like, dang, Sylens really put his bet on the right horse for doing the thing he wanted her to do.
Are you really going to fight alongside me?
I have no reason to betray you.
Really?
I failed to kill Hekarro, failed to eliminate you. No Tenakth would follow me now. The Karja remain out of my reach, cowering behind their walls. All I have left are the screams of those long dead and unending rage. So show me where to bury it.
All right. I guess we'll both face the end soon enough.
Ever since you got in my way, I've wanted to see your bones burned white beneath the sun. But if I'm to die in battle, then it might as well be with the one who flew with the wings of the Ten.
I'll let you know when it's time to move out.
There is something about, like, even with all of her wait for Hekarro, and just the entire organization at this point. There's still a part of her that, like, still recognizes, like... Oh! I haven't been in her room! Oh my god! Okay, we have to take a look-see. I'm taking her stuff. I'm her sister. I'm allowed to raid her closet. It's fine. It's a rite of passage. But yeah, like, even after everything, Regalla is still like, ah, yep, on the wings of the 10. Like, it's just so, like, burned into her. Voice log.
Aloy.
Oh, wait.
Aloy. If you were listening to this, then, things didn't go as planned at Gemini. I know you'll keep your promise. Which means I must be dead.
Oh.
That sounds familiar, doesn't it? But lots happened since you found me in that ectogenic chamber. Thank you, Aloy. You've been my shelter. And I would risk it all again to be by your side. I know you'll find a way forward. That's what you do.
I'm sorry, Beta. But I'm getting you back, no matter what it takes.
Aww. Want a blanket for her to sleep? Oh, okay. That's interesting. Like, because we've seen the mats at different sleeping quarters around here, but we haven't actually seen it used. But it's interesting that, now, I don't know if this is actually how you're supposed to sleep on it, but if it isn't, it is interesting that Beta interpreted this as like a typical blanket, like she would, like, cocoon herself. Like, that feels very Beta. Ooh, on the Regional Control Center. The more I read up on the Regional Control Center, the more I appreciate the immense amount of planning that went into Project Zero Dawn. But one aspect of this facility has me puzzled. Why pre-design it? Gaia was more than equipped to imagine the needs of future humans. While I have 4 working hypotheses, the answer may be the simplest. Sentimentality. Combing through the facility's files led to the discovery of an audio log, severely corrupted, likely a consequence of Minerva's occupation. I only managed to extract a fragment. August was only 8 when the swarm broke out. He was in Singapore, staying with his mom. I should have gone. I should have done a lot of things differently. A log from the facility's designer, perhaps. I suspect it may have something to do with a locked door tucked away behind the maintenance shaft. But I am disinclined to pursue the matter further at this time. Aloy and Gaia want me to help build the transport rig and pulse generators for their trip to Gemini, so I must direct all of my attention to that. I hope it's not a pointless endeavor. It all depends on whether Aloy can procure Ted Farrow's Omega clearance, which, frankly, feels like a long shot. It is interesting that, like, Beta's way of writing is very, clinical. It's very sterile. But that makes sense given where she
open that door now.
Comes from. That's where we came in. Or wait, was it that? Yeah, it's academic. I have opened this one. Which door? Over here?
There's more machinery in here.
I'll
Had
take
something to do
these.
with the facility's operations.
Ooh, a lot of ingots.
Looks like a power cell could fit here.
Ooh, I'm sure we can find one of those. But first,
I've got to be more careful.
Room in the facility?
Jensen almost caught onto my plan while we were going over the diagnostic center specs. I've got nothing against the rest of the team. It's just... I'm sure they've all got family they're gonna meet up with in Elysium. But me? I couldn't even bury August. There is nothing of him left besides my memories. I won't let those blink out of existence too. The vault's for us, no one else. 11 more weeks before we lock the blueprints. Then the rest will be up to Gaia.
So I'm trying to remember where we have the power cell. No, wouldn't be there. Hold on, was it in the other room? No. I have a few places where you can fit the battery, but I just don't know where the battery actually is. This way? Nope. That's not it. Where the heck am I supposed to get a battery? Am I missing something? Do I have this one? No, it's new. Aloy and Gaia want me to help figure out how to capture Hephaestus. I'd put chances of success at about 0.0, but I might as well give it a think because 1, without Hef's ability to make machines, the Zeniths will have us at their mercy. And 2, what else am I going to do? As always, the first step is to outline the problem. Like the other subordinate functions, Hef achieved quasi-sentience when Gaia received the signal from Sirius. And when Gaia blew herself up to stop Hades, Hef fled, looking for a new home. But unlike the other sub-functions, which seem to have taken refuge in whatever physical processors they could find, Hef hid in the globe-spanning network that connects all the cauldrons in the world. Maybe because no single processor was large enough to contain it, or because it sought out the code environment it was most familiar with. Regardless, becoming a ghost in the network enabled it to pursue its twisted new mission: infiltrate cauldron production facilities, build combat units, and deploy them against humans, all in an effort to protect terraforming machines from tribal hunters. Escalation ensues. As hunters become adept at neutralizing its killing machines, Hef makes more, bigger, better armed, deadlier. Hey there, Olaf. Wow, yeah, you arrived just in time. Hope you're doing well. Oh no! Well, I'm glad you got your internet back. I hope everything's okay where you are. But this is a digression. For our purposes, the main point is that Hef isn't in one place, so Aloy can't simply take it and use the Master Override to contain it in the Gaia kernel like Aether, Demeter, or Poseidon. It can flee to any cauldron at any time. Ergo, we've got to trap it somehow, probably in a cauldron core, and cut off its access to the network. But how? As of this writing, I have literally no clue. Yes, welcome back. To make matters worse, the data that Gaia provided seems to indicate that Hef is changing. The exact methodology isn't clear to me, but its codebase has expanded. That's bad news. For one thing, it could mean that its heuristic density is increasing, which would make it harder for Gaia to absorb. But even worse, it implies that Hef has the ability to rewrite itself, or at least parts of itself, which is terrifying. What if it rewrote its access protocols? That would mean... I don't even want to think about it. Do we have anything else around here? Is there anything else? Yeah, there's a battery terminal, but I have no batteries. I think. Nah. I might need to come back another time. See, there's nothing here either. Alright, Regala. Well, it was nice chit-chatting, but I gotta jet. is around here. Battery. Nah. Okay. It's like maybe I've just missed it up until this point. And I mean, I probably have. The gang's all here. Let's see, where is our exit with the fire? Here we go. Because I did take note of what time it is, and I'm so sorry, Olaf. Oh.
My fingers feel stiff in this cold.
Saw the northern lights there for a second. Here, we're gonna do a quick save and then one more for safety. And then I think we're gonna call it there for tonight. So, I mean, we started off tonight with a bit of flying. We did a little bit of combat. And then it was a lot of learning and talking. So overall, I feel like that's a fairly balanced stream for Horizon Forbidden West. But in the next stream, which is going to be at tomorrow night at 7:30, we're getting right back into the action because we got some stuff to do. Although I'm wondering, maybe I should do Alva's side quest. I should probably do that at some point before the final confrontation takes off. So maybe that's going to be our warm-up. We'll do Alva's little side quest, and then we'll see where we go from there. I would like to make a dent in the main story, though, just because it's like things are moving now. We've got our new companions. I was not expecting to bring 3 new people into the base in a single stream, so there was quite a bit of talking we had to do, because I need to know what everybody's up to. Silence is here. Oh my god, but... Thank you so much for joining me for another fun stream of Horizon Forbidden West. We're going to pick things up tomorrow night at 7:30, but if anything changes between now and then, the details will be on here. Discord, Twitter, /X, Threads, Blue Sky, all the usual spots. Gotta do companion quests or else they might die in the final mission, right? I mean... There's part of me that's like, we've seen the impact of the side quests on the main story. So it's like little stuff here and there. And I do want to help Alva out. Like, she's hanging out here at the base. She's got a side mission. I may as well. Like, she's doing me a solid. I should do her a solid. And who knows? It could lead to, like, a little bit of extra dialogue towards the end of the game. Hopefully she makes it. We've already lost one person. I'd rather not lose another, but anyway, can't get too attached to our new friends. But in any case, thank you again for joining me. Hopefully I will catch you tomorrow night for some more Horizon Forbidden West. Until then, have a good one. See ya.